Chapter 6, Section 4, Interactive Reader. Metamorphic Rocks, pages 85 through 88. Key ideas. As you read this section, keep these questions in mind. What happens during metamorphism? How are regional metamorphism and contact metamorphism different? What are foliated and non-foliated metamorphic rocks? Page 85. Questions. What is metamorphism? The rock that is nearest the magma may melt. Would this melted rock become metamorphic rock? Explain your answer. What is metamorphism? Heat, pressure, and hot fluids can change the chemical composition of rock. They can cause minerals to react with one another and form new minerals. They can cause mineral crystals to change size or shape. They can even cause mineral molecules to move through the rock. Molecules of similar minerals move together and form bands or stripes of mineral crystals. Metamorphism is the process in which heat, pressure, or hot fluids change the chemical composition of rock. Highlight: metamorphism is the process in which heat, pressure, or hot fluids change the chemical composition of rock. Question number 1, what is metamorphism? That is a process in which heat, pressure, or hot fluids change the chemical composition of rock. Rock that has been affected by metamorphism is called metamorphic rock. All metamorphic rock forms from sedimentary, igneous, or other metamorphic rock. Highlight the sentence, all metamorphic rock forms from sedimentary, igneous, or other metamorphic rock. What are two types of metamorphism? Two main types of metamorphism happen in Earth's crust. One type is contact metamorphism. Another type is regional metamorphism. Contact metamorphism. Contact metamorphism can happen when magma moves through cracks underground. The magma heats the rock nearby. The heat can cause metamorphism. The diagram, contact metamorphism. The center, magma. Heat from the magma can change the chemical composition of nearby rock. Question 2. The rock that is nearest magma may melt. Would this melted rock become metamorphic rock? Explain your answer. No, it would not. Once the rock melts, it becomes magma, which when it cools becomes igneous rock. And the answer is no. Once the rock melts, it becomes magma, which when it cools becomes igneous rock. Page 86. Questions. What causes heat and pressure that lead to regional metamorphism? What are the two main types of metamorphic rock? How can you tell that the rock in the photo is a foliated metamorphic rock? Regional metamorphism. Earth's lithosphere is broken up into large pieces called tectonic plates. Highlight that sentence. Earth's lithosphere is broken into large pieces called tectonic plates. The tectonic plates are constantly moving. In some places, two plates collide or come together. Highlight, when the plates collide, they produce a lot of heat and pressure. Again, highlight when the plates collide, they produce a lot of heat and pressure. The heat and pressure can cause metamorphism. This process is known as regional metamorphism. Question 3, what causes the heat and pressure that lead to regional metamorphism? Answer, the collision of tectonic plates. Regional metamorphism affects rocks in a much larger area than contact metamorphism does. Highlight that sentence. Regional metamorphism affects rocks in a much larger area than contact metamorphism does. However, regional metamorphism produces so much heat that it can cause some rock to melt. Highlight that sentence. However, regional metamorphism produces so much heat that it can cause some rock to melt. The magma can cause some contact metamorphism. Therefore, highlight the next part, rocks formed by contact metamorphism are often found in areas that also contain rocks formed by regional metamorphism. How do scientists classify metamorphic rocks? The main way scientists classify metamorphic rocks is by the textures of rocks. There are two main types of metamorphic rock: foliated metamorphic rock and non-foliated metamorphic rock. Highlight that sentence. There are two main types of metamorphic rock: foliated metamorphic rock and non-foliated metamorphic rock. Question 4, what are the two main types of metamorphic rock? Foliated and non-foliated. Foliated metamorphic rock. Highlight, most kinds of metamorphic rock have layers or bands. These bands form when pressure and temperature cause mineral molecules in the rock to move. Highlight, molecules of similar minerals move together and form larger crystals. Highlight, this type of rock texture is known as foliation. Highlight, metamorphic rocks that show foliation are called foliated metamorphic rocks. In many cases, light-colored minerals and dark-colored minerals separate to form different bands. Therefore, highlight, many foliated metamorphic rocks have light and dark bands as shown in the photo below. Question 5. How can you tell that the rock in the photo is a foliated metamorphic rock? It has light and dark bands that can be seen. Page 87. Questions. How does metamorphism affect a rock that is made up of only one mineral? Which of the foliated metamorphic rocks forms under the highest heat and pressure? Non-foliated metamorphic rock. Some kinds of metamorphic rock do not show foliation. Highlight, Metamorphic rocks that do not show foliation are called non-foliated metamorphic rocks. Most non-foliated metamorphic rocks form from rocks that were made mainly of one mineral. Highlight: metamorphism causes the mineral crystals in the original rock to grow larger. Question 6. How does metamorphism affect a rock that is made up of only one mineral? It causes the mineral crystals to grow larger. Non-foliated metamorphic rocks can also form from rocks that contain mainly square or rounded mineral crystals. All the sides of those crystals are about the same length. Therefore, pressure from only one side does not cause the crystals to move or shift. Because the minerals do not move, they cannot form bands. The table below gives some examples of foliated and non-foliated metamorphic rocks. Highlight the outer edge of the table. Slate. Foliated rock with very small mineral crystals that form thin, flat sheets. Pressure acts on the sedimentary rock shale. The minerals in the shale are compressed into thin layers. Schist. Foliated rock with relatively thick layers contains large amounts of mica. Large amounts of heat and pressure act on slate. The heat and pressure cause minerals to react and form layers of mica and other minerals. Gneiss. Foliated rock with very thick, dark and light layers. Very high heat and pressure act on schist. Light-colored minerals separate from dark-colored minerals to form bands. Quartzite. Non-foliated rock made up mainly of the mineral quartz. Very hard and strong. Heat and pressure cause quartz in sandstone to recrystallize or grow new crystals. Marble. Non-foliated rock made up of mainly calcium carbonate. Relatively hard, but breaks down easily in acid rain. Heat and pressure cause calcite and limestone to recrystallize. The texture and composition of metamorphic rock gives clues to how it formed. Therefore, scientists can use information from metamorphic rocks to learn about the geologic history of an area. Question 7. Which of the foliated metamorphic rocks forms under the highest heat and pressure? Answer: gneiss. Highlight: gneiss. Highlight: very high heat and pressure act on schist. Page 88. Questions. Complete the Venn diagram below to compare regional metamorphism and contact metamorphism. What are 3 ways a rock can change during metamorphism? The Himalaya Mountains are found where 2 tectonic plates collide. Does most of the metamorphic rock in that area probably occur in small patches or in wide regions? Explain your answer. Question 1, answer can be found on pages 85 and 86. In the section labeled Regional Metamorphism, put large areas where tectonic plates collide to heat the rock. Contact metamorphism. Contact with magma heats up the rock in smaller areas. In the center where they overlap, highlight or write change in texture, structure, and chemical composition of rock. Change in texture, structure, and chemical composition of rock. Question 2. What are 3 ways rocks can change during metamorphism? Pages 86 and 87. They change in texture, structure, and chemical composition. Number 3. The Himalaya Mountains are found where 2 tectonic plates collide. Does most of the metamorphic rock in that area probably occur in small patches or in wide regions? Explain your answer. It happens in wide regions because tectonic plates cover large areas on the Earth's surface. When they collide, they cause regional metamorphism. Wide regions because tectonic plates cover large areas on the Earth's surface. When they collide, they cause regional metamorphism.